So I've been doing Chat GPT lately, right? And you know how I used to like type all my episodes, and I still have them, like a few past episodes, up to 199 to 200, I guess. So I put it on there, and it's like learning the way I talk. It's learning everything about me. So I put in episode 197. ChatGPT comes back with, your episode 197 is packed with energy and some fun Survivor Series predictions and dream teams. I love the humor in the opening, comparing family gatherings and wrestling moves to wrestling moves. When did we talk about that? That's really relatable. You also did a great job of weaving in WWE history, rivalries, and current storylines, making it engaging for both casual and hardcore fans. I know you gave a solid shout out to the M3P community, which adds a personal touch. That list of supporters is impressive. It shows how dedicated your audience is. It might be fun in future episodes to add some quick-fire wrestling trivia or fan questions to interact with them even more. And then it asks, do you want help creating a social media post to promote this episode, or maybe drafting a follow-up episode outline with listener questions or fantasy matchups? I'm like, ChatGPT knows me. So I'm like trying to make it like write me an episode to see what it does. And like if it does, I'll do it on the podcast and tell you like, hey, ChatGPT told me to tell you this. Hi Evo, I'm ChatGPT. It's nice to meet you. Tell me about why you're here. I'll use this information to suggest ideas you might find useful. I'm here because I ran out of ideas to talk about my podcast on. I want to do something new and just talk about video games, comic books, and my struggle with type 2 diabetes. So, examples below: help write a podcast script, search for latest video game releases, create a superhero versus monsters. Chat GPT says, that's awesome. I can help you brainstorm fresh topics, podcast topics, create engaging episode outlines, or even suggest ways to blend video games, comic books, and your personal journey with type 2 diabetes into compelling content. Do you have a specific format and style for your podcast, like interviews, casual chats, or storytelling? My niche is casual chats, storytelling, and personalized stories. It says, got it. That sounds like a great vibe for connecting with your audience. How about mixing in some personalized stories with your gaming and comic book interest? For example, hey Keely, gaming and diabetes. Share how managing type 2 diabetes affects your gaming routine, e.g. dealing with fatigue or eye strain during long sessions. I'm getting the eye strain. Not fatigue, because like I don't get tired. I don't get tired. It's just like, so I get frustrated, but I don't get tired. Eye strain is more like I'm playing and then like I'm so fucking focused into it, and I'm just like, you know, oh shit, my eyes are hurting, and I start like, I see teardrops, and I was like, oh damn, okay, it's time to like take a break from it. Comic book characters and real life struggles. Use storytelling to compare your experience with type 2 diabetes to a superhero's journey, like tackling it with the resilience of Daredevil or the discipline of Batman. What? Okay. Interactive stories. Invite listeners to share their own gaming or comic book related struggles and weave them into a personalized narrative. I love that one. Do you have a nice sized monitor that you play on? I do. But I'm all the way back here. I'm all the way back here. Maybe I should like go get in closer or something. Would you like help outlining an episode or coming up with a creative concept? So I sent it episode 199. I don't know what it was about. I forgot what it was about. I checked out your latest podcast episode, and I love how you created a third place for your community. It has such a welcoming vibe. I also noticed your detailed breakdown of a certain TV show, and the fun interactive part with listener questions. If you're aiming to shift towards more video games, comic books, personalized stories, you should try gaming and storytelling mashups. Share a personal diabetes struggle by tying it to a video game quest or character arc. For example, you could describe managing blood sugar levels like resource management in Resident Evil. I never played that. I know what it is, but I never played it. Comic book connections. Do a deep dive into comic book characters with chronic conditions like Oracle, Barbara Gordon. She's in a wheelchair. She got shot by Joker. So she's Detective Gordon's daughter. She's Overwatch. She's, Watchtower. She's like the secretary of Batman and everything. Or Daredevil, who's blind. And how their experiences resonate with you. They don't give up. Community involvement. Ask your listeners how gaming or comics have helped them cope with personal struggles and share their stories alongside yours. Couldn't access episode 200. I don't know what. Alright, be right back. Episode 198. I checked out episode 198 and I love the third place concept you created. It gives your podcast such a welcoming community driven vibe. Plus, your detailed scene breakdowns of a certain TV show and a mix of pop culture trivia, listener shoutouts, and casual chats make it feel like a hangout with friends. Is it a hangout with friends? If you're moving towards video games, comics, and personalized stories, you could add level up segments, share your personal struggles with diabetes using gaming metaphors like leveling up your health or battling a boss fight during a tough week. I love that. I'm going to use that. Comic book parallels. Compare your journey with comic characters facing adversity, like Tony Stark managing his arc reactor, a metaphor for chronic conditions. Listener story time. Invite your community to share their own experiences, gaming wins, comic book inspirations, or health challenges, and weave them into personalized narratives. And then, would you like help outlining your 200 episodes and making a blend of these new themes? I'm here because I ran out of ideas and all this stuff, wrestling and pop culture. Here are some episode ideas blending your new interests. Boss battles and blood sugar. Share your experiences with diabetes through gaming metaphors like comparing tough weeks to final bosses and victories. Comic book comebacks break down iconic redemption arcs like Bucky Barnes or Jason Todd and relate them to personal struggles or real-life comebacks. Wrestling's best heel turns. Rank and discuss the most shocking and impactful heel turns, comparing them to surprising pop culture plot twists. Pop culture throwback. Do deep dive in nostalgic shows, games, or movies with a mix of trivia and personal stories. Yes to all that. I love these ideas. I know, right? Me too. Let me see if I help write a podcast script. Oh shit. Oh my god, it's doing it. It's doing it. It's writing a podcast script. Hey, Lil Ange. How many segments do you want me to do, dude? Okay. That's fun. How long did that take? Like 30 seconds? Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Podcast episode title, Leveling Up, Gaming, Comics, and My Type 2 Diabetes Journey. Intro music, energetic but chill beat. Evo. Hey everyone, welcome back to my third place podcast, a little spot on the internet where we kick back, geek out, and keep it real. It's fucking crazy how this shit knows me. I'm Evo, your host, and today we're diving into a mashup of my favorite things: video games, comic books, and a bit of real talk about my struggle with type 2 diabetes. It's in your head. If you've been with me for a while, you know I love storytelling, and today's no different. So grab a drink, get comfy, and just level up together. I love that shit. I'm gonna start using it. Segment 1, gaming as my escape and my ally. What? No fucking way. Didn't we talk about this? Don't I use gaming to like Evo, you ever have those days where the real world just feels like a boss fight? For me, dealing with type 2 diabetes is something like being stuck in Dark Souls. Every step feels heavy, and every wrong move has consequences. But video games, they've been my power-up. When I was first diagnosed, I was overwhelmed. My blood sugar levels felt like a stat I couldn't control, but gaming became my coping mechanism. I'm fucking scared for my life right now. I'll be honest, some days I just want to disappear into Skyrim and lose myself in side quests. No blood sugar spikes, no carb counting, just me, a sword, and a dragon that clearly underestimated my dual-wielding skills. But what I didn't expect was how games helped me fight back. Tracking my diabetes numbers started feeling like that stat management on RPGs. I set small goals, lowering my A1C with my next quest. Hitting it, that was my achievement unlocked moment. Insert subtle sound effect of a quest completion. Ring! I need to look for sound effects. Comic book segment 2, comic book characters and chronic battles. Now, you know I can talk about overcoming obstacles without bringing up comic books. Because if there's one thing comics teach us, it's that struggles make heroes. Take Daredevil. Matt Murdock is blind, but he turns a disability into a strength. Or Oracle, aka Barbara Gordon, who after being paralyzed becomes the ultimate strategist. You see, diabetes makes me feel like I'm in a constant fight with my own body. But those characters, they remind me that weakness can become superpowers. I mean, picture this, me as a comic book character. My power? What? My power? Blood sugar sense. I can detect hidden carbs and foods with a glance. My nemesis, Dr. Glucose, who tries to spike my blood sugar with sneaky sugary attacks. And my sidekick, definitely Insulin Man. Coming in clutch with the late game save. What up, Shenron? What's up, brother? Okay, I might be getting carried away, but seriously, comics inspire. They make you believe you can fight even when the odds are stacked against you. Yeet. What's up, dude? Have you ever used Chat GPT? Holy shit. Oh, what's going on, brother? This is awesome. This is great. I love this. I'm going to use it from now on. Next time I have like, oh, damn. Okay. Where'd it go? Is this going to be Insulin Man, huh? Never used ChatGPT, but see many uses for it. Right? Segment 2. Was that it? Segment 3, the crossover. When gaming, comics, and life collide. Evo. Here's the thing. My diabetes journey doesn't exist in a bubble. It's interwoven with my love for gaming and comics. I'm scared, man. I'm scared how this is so on brand with me. I've had days where I felt too drained to pick up a controller, but then I watch Wolverine fight through pain or see Geralt of Rivia take a potion and push through the wild hunt, and I think if Logan could fight with adamantium poisoning, I can push through this sugar crash. And you know what? It works. Pop culture isn't just escapism, it's motivation. It reminds me that every health setback is just a cutscene before the big boss fight. Audience engagement, your story. Now I want to hear from you. Do you use gaming or comics as a way to deal with real life challenges? Do you have a fictional character that inspires you to keep pushing? Send me your stories. You can DM me on TikTok or email me at. I'd love to feature some of your experiences on the next episode. Outro music, upbeat and hopeful. Alright, that's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed this chat, hit that subscribe button. Leave a review and tell a friend about the show. It helps more than you know. Join me next time for more pop culture, personal stories, and maybe a few more imaginary boss fights. What the fuck? Until then, I'm Evo. Thanks for hanging out on my third place podcast. Catch you next time. More humor, more humor. Let me know if you want any adjustments, more humor, deeper reflections, or even a different tone. This script should help you create an engaging and authentic episode that resonates with your audience. More humor, deeper reflections. What's my tone? What do you guys think my tone is? Can I have more humor, deeper reflections? What else? Detail? More details. Hi, Danny. Hey. What do you guys think my tone is? How do I come off? Fun? And sarcastic tone? No, I don't want to say sarcastic because then they're just gonna like mess up the entire time. Welcoming. Fun and welcoming tone. With a beautiful complexion. With a beautiful complexion. And energetic. I can't spell today. Can I have more humor, deeper reflections, more details, fun and welcoming tone with a beautiful complexion, energetic. Absolutely, I'll dial up humor, deepen the reflections, add more vivid details, and give it a fun, welcoming tone with a beautiful flow and energetic vibe. Here's the enhanced version of your script. Holy shit. Fucking going. Give it about 30 seconds. I'm going to use all this. I'm going to use this on the podcast. See what happens. So anyways, hi everybody. How you doing? Thank you for liking the live. I so would. Okay. And it's done. Wow. Here comes the wrestling stuff as well. Okay. So, creating a monster. Podcast episode title: Leveling Up Video Games, Comics, and My Battle with Type 2 Diabetes. Intro music: upbeat, adventurous synthwave with a smooth bass line. Evo, hey. I hate it. What's up, beautiful humans? Welcome back to my Third Plate podcast, the cozy corner of the internet where geeks, misfits, and snack-loving night owls can hang out without judgment. Oh, all the puns are like at the exact moment. I'm Evo, your sugar-checking, button-mashing, pop culture-loving host, and today we're going on a wild crossover adventure, the kind that would make Marvel Studios drool. I'm talking video games, comic books, and my own personal final boss fight with Type 2 Diabetes. But don't worry, this isn't some dreary PSA. Nah, it's gonna be fun, a little weird, and hopefully inspiring. So grab a drink, take a seat, and let's level up together. Fucking GPT wants me to say level up together, huh? Now read this in a Billy D. Williams voice. I can't. I don't know his voice that well. Hey. What's up, beautiful humans? Welcome back to my Third Plate podcast, the cozy corner of the internet where geeks, misfits, and snack-loving night owls can hang out without judgment. I'm Evo, your sugar-checking, button-mashing, pop culture-loving host, and today we're going on a wild crossover adventure, the kind that would make Marvel Studios drool. I would know. Colt 45. Love it. Segment 1, gaming as my sidekick and sometimes my nemesis. Alright, picture this. It's 2 a.m. I'm knee deep in a 30-minute boss fight in Elden Ring. Health bar on fumes, hands shaking from adrenaline. My only hope is chugging a health potion and praying my dodge roll timing is on point. You've been there, right? Colt 45 enemy mention. Now, replace the boss fight with my pancreas. Fuck you. I need to read this before I say anything. Now, replace the boss fight with my pancreas and the health potion with a shot of insulin. That's diabetes. A never-ending grind with no cheat codes. Chuckles. But here's the thing. Video games became my unexpected sidekick through all this. When I was first diagnosed, I was overwhelmed. My blood sugar levels were like the AI in Mario Kart. Wildly unpredictable and always screwing me over right before the finish line. Sheesh. All the references. Gaming though, it gave me control. Tracking my blood sugar became stat management, like assigning skill points in an RPG. I started seeing my A1C levels at XP bars, slowly leveling up my health bar 1 point at a time. And you know what? You want to know what? Getting my blood sugar in check, that felt more satisfying than a Call of Duty nuke streak. Insert sound effect, level up chime. Ding! That's right, achievement unlocked. Didn't pass out at the grocery store today. You could pass out. Oh my god. Oh. I love this. Segment 2, comic books and chronic conditions. Heroes with flaws. This is all my episode right here. We're doing an episode. This is the episode. Yes, you can. Evo. Now, if you know me, you know I love comic books. And let me tell you, there's something about superheroes with flaws that hits differently when you're facing your own battles. Take Daredevil. Matt Murdock is blind, but that doesn't stop him from roundhouse kicking bad guys in the teeth. Again with these two. Or how about Oracle? After the Joker paralyzes Barbara Gordon, she doesn't hang up the cape. Nope. She becomes the brains behind the Bat family, proving that strength isn't just physical. Sorry. And you know what? When I'm having one of those I feel like crap diabetes days, I think of those characters. Because if Matt Murdock can fight crime without sight in the hallways, I can get through a sugar crash without becoming a total gremlin. No. Hydrate. Okay. Thank you. Sorry. I apologize. I don't have one. Okay. Oh. Okay. Alright. Okay. So. Yeah, I'd become a gremlin once. That was before I found out I had diabetes, and that was the whole week of me going to actually scratch that. I definitely become a gremlin. I definitely became a gremlin. You ever seen someone with low blood sugar try to open a granola bar? It's like watching Hulk smash. It is like fucking. Can you fucking open this shit? Can you open this shit? I can't open it. God damn it. Ah. I love it. Oh shit. But yeah, you become a gremlin. Segment 3, the boss fight, when gaming, comics, and diabetes collide. You know what's wild? There are days when my real-life diabetes battle and my fictional worlds I love seem to collide. One time, I was playing Skyrim. No, I wasn't. I don't even play that game. And my blood sugar tanked out of nowhere. Damn. I'm sitting there, sweaty, palmed, arms are sweaty. Knees weak. Arms are heavy. Bobbing on my sweater already. Desperately trying to pause the game and grab a juice box. You want to know how it felt? Like my health bar was flashing red and my screen was getting that "you're about to die" vignette effect. I'm basically in real life Geralt of Rivia. I never played that game. Opening a snack, hulking out over opening a snack. I'm hulking out. Except instead of guzzling potions, I'm chugging apple juice like it's an elixir of life. But here's the thing, games and comics keep me going. There have been days where I felt too exhausted to get out of bed, then I boot up Spider-Man Miles Morales. And watching Miles swing through Harlem, getting back up no matter how many times he's knocked down, it hits different. The rival squad. Because if Miles can take on the Prowler, I can take on my morning blood sugar check. Yeah, that's true. I've done it. Your audience engagement, your crossover stories. Now, this is where you come in. I want to hear your crossover stories. Do you turn to gaming or comics when you're having a rough day? Do you have a favorite fictional character that helps you push through? Or maybe you had a real life boss fight moment where pop culture got you through it. DM me or on TikTok or email me at I'll feature some of your stories in the next episode. You guys are my co-op partners and I want to share your wins. Outro music upbeat with a triumphant cinematic feel. Alright my friends, that's it for today's episode of my Third Place Podcast. If you had fun, hit that subscribe button. Smash it. Hulk smash that subscribe button. Leave a review and share this episode with your fellow geeks. Help me keep building this kick-ass community. Next week we're diving into wrestling greatest heel turns and breaking down why some betrayals hit harder than RKO out of nowhere. Until then, I'm Evo, and this has been my Third Place Podcast. Thanks for hanging out. Remember, keep leveling up, 1 XP point at a time. How's that for a punchier, more detailed, humor-packed script? Let me know if you want to tweak the tone or add more personal moment. This should connect with your audience while keeping it real and relatable. Oh my god, that was fucking great. I loved it. I love everything about this. Okay, am I keeping stuff? Yes, I am. I'm keep leveling up. I'm gonna keep that. It's crazy how it knows me. I love it though. Okay, last one. I asked it to tweak the tone, crazy, spooky, and hilarious. Add more personal moments with wrestling, comic book, and gaming punchlines. Oh, you want crazy, spooky, and hilarious with a side of wrestling, comic book, and gaming punchlines? Buckle up, Evo. This is gonna be wild. Here's the amped up, unhinged version of your podcast script with over-the-top moments, more personal reflections, and geeky punchlines galore. Podcast episode titled Boss Fights, Heel Turns, and Blood Sugar, my pop culture showdown. Intro music, sinister synthwave with a creepy, funky bass line. Damn. Hey, what's up, you beautiful, chaotic beings? Welcome back to my Third Place Podcast, where the vibe is 1 part comic book shop, 1 part late night Denny's booth, and 3 parts the chaotic energy of Randy Savage cutting a promo after downing 6 espressos. Oh, yeah! Dig it. I can't. This is fucking hilarious. I'm keeping this. I'm Evo, your button-mashing, sugar-crashing, pop culture passion host, and today we're taking a batshit crazy deep dive into my life with type 2 diabetes, but with a twist. Imagine it as a wrestling match where my pancreas is a cocky heel that keeps kicking out at 2. Or roguelike video games where no matter how many times I die, I respawn, frustrated but slightly wiser. That's never me. And naturally, it's comic book bias because I'm fighting this battle with the resilience of Moon Knight on a bad day. So grab a drink, summon your inner Stone Cold Steve Austin, and let's dump a mud hole in this episode. What the hell? Segment 1, Diabetes, a roguelike RPG from hell. Alright, So living with type 2 diabetes is basically like being stuck in Bloodborne on nightmare mode, except the enemies are carved and they respawn constantly. They do. They do. And there's no goddamn lantern to save your progress. Language! Chat, damn. When I was first diagnosed, it felt like I had just aggroed an entire dungeon of bosses at once. My blood sugar was the Dark Soul dragon that I swore was lit because no matter how much I fought, it kept wrecking my shit. He chuckles. But video games, they became my power-ups. Tracking my sugar levels, that was my stat management screen. Adjusting my insulin, that was me respecing my character build. And hitting my A1C goal, that was 100% completing the game. I even started thinking of my doctor visit like leveling up. Doctor, your A1C dropped by 5 points. 0.5 points. Me, sweet! New skill unlocked. Slightly less likely to die in my sleep. Every day is a struggle. Wow. Oh, man. Segment 2, comic book comebacks. Heroes with busted health bars. You know who inspires me? Comic book characters with broken stat sheets. Again, take Daredevil. He's dude's blind, but still fights ninjas on rooftops like it's casual cardio. Or Deadpool. The guy's constantly rotting from the inside out, but you wouldn't know it between the one-liners and taco breaks. And me? I'm Evil Pool. Fucking hell. Constantly battling my rogue pancreas, making terrible puns to cope, and occasionally rage quitting my glucose monitor like it's laggy multiplayer lobby. Rage quitting. This fucking shit sucks. Rage quitting my glucose monitor. I've done this. That's the fucking problem. I've done this before, where I just look at my monitor and like, that's fucking fake. No, that can't be. Fuck you. Oh. You ever tried pricking your finger at 2 a.m. only to miss and stab yourself in the nail? Yeah, that's my origin story. Yes. Yes. Evil Pool? Yes, Evil Pool. Apparently. Evil Pool. I'm dead. Segment 3. Wrestling with blood sugar. The ultimate heel turn. Okay, now let me put it in wrestling terms, because why not? Diabetes is a classic heel faction that always cheats to win. My blood sugar? That's the Roman Reigns of my body. Constantly dominating the main event. My pancreas? Can we stop talking about my pancreas? It's Shawn Michaels, retired but still showing up to screw me over during big moments. And my glucose monitor, that's the referee. Always malfunctioning at the worst possible time. I love this one right here. I once ate a banana thinking it was a safe snack. Yeah. Not the nail. 5 minutes later, my blood sugar spiked so hard you think I just took a super kick from the Young Bucks. Wow. I'm talking crowd gasp level of betrayal. Fucking hell. Segment 4, pop culture lifelines, when fiction keeps you going. Here's the thing though, sometimes pop culture is the only thing keeping me going from tapping out. You ever had a bad day where you feel so beat down you just want to hit pause on reality? Yeah, same. On those days I turn to comic book anti-heroes because let's be honest, there's nothing more relatable than a grumpy vigilante on his third failed redemption arc. Video games, you can rage quit reality and respawn in Hyrule or Los Santos. Wow. Oh my god. GTA San Andreas reference before a GTA 6. I love it. And sometimes I watch wrestling promos just to psych myself up before doctor's visit. You haven't truly lived until you walk into an endocrinologist's office pretending you're the Undertaker, dead-eyed and menacing. Blood sugar, rest in peace. Audience engagement, your boss fight stories. Now I want to tag you guys in. I know I'm not the only one fighting personal bosses with the help of pop culture. Do you have a wrestling catchphrase you use to hype yourself up? Is there a comic book hero that gets you through tough days? Or maybe you've had a real life game over moment where you fought your way back with a little extra XP. DM me on TikTok or email me at here. I'll feature some of your kick-ass stories next episode. You guys are my tag team partners, and I'm ready for the hot tag. But it did this instead. Outro music, spooky, upbeat, chiptune with a dramatic riff. I should look this up. Alright, my friends, that's it for today's episode of my Third Place Podcast. If you enjoyed this madness, smash that subscribe button like it's the B button during the QuickTime event. Leave a review that's as glowing as Iron Man's arc reactor, and share this episode with your fellow pop culture weirdos. Next week, we're going full WrestleMania, breaking down the most iconic face turns in wrestling history and ranking them by how loud they made us scream. Until then, I'm Evo. Thanks for hanging out in my Third Place Podcast, where pop culture meets real life boss fights. And keep fighting, keep leveling up. And as always, stay spooky, you weirdos. There it is, wild, spooky, and hilarious with punchy personal moments and tons of geeky punchlines. Let me know if you want more craziness, references, or new segments. Oh my god. I want more. I can't. Alright, that's it. That's enough. We run our course with this one. I'm gonna do more later on, but it's late and yeah. I've enjoyed this. Did you guys enjoy this? It was fun. It really was. I have like a whole bunch of stuff that I could use for next time, and I'm going to. Like leveling up and all that stuff. Hell yeah. It was so fun. Thank you, Leanna. It was fun. It was so fun. Thank you, Menace. Loved it. I loved it too. Stay spooky, you weirdos. Be careful out there. There's a lot of spooky weirdos out there. Oh, man. What are you talking about? We are the weirdos, right? It was so much fun. I should do more. I should do another one. I'm going to do another one tomorrow. See how that goes. But this one I'm going to save up and put it on the podcast. Because I'm in, episode 206? Fun with Chat GPT? So let's do that. Like no intro, just me telling you guys, yeah, why not? Just no intro, just me just putting it out there and telling you guys what I did, and then, because that was the intro. Hey, so this is what I did. And now the outro is this. This is the outro. We're having fun with this. I'll even do the community stuff anymore. April 5th, I believe, something like that, in a few weeks. They're sticking with the TikTok ban. So, I don't know. Maybe it'll stay, maybe it won't. But either way, I'll let you guys know where we end up going on the newsletter. But if somebody finally buys this place, good on them. Good for them. If they don't and there's another ban, I'll let you guys know where we end up. Okay. Alright. And that was it. Stay spooky, you weirdos, as always. That's fun. Keep leveling up.